Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Don't forget, an extra 10% off by using the code AFTV10 on all of their summer wear. They've got lots of summer clothing right now. Big up to Yardi, big up to Ty.
Big up.
Boohoo Man, yeah, I've got lots and lots
summer.
and lots of summer clothes.
Yeah, I need to get
summer.
I need to get some.
You've got summer.
Shorts.
T-shirt, yeah.
I got summer.
Why do you always you don't want to wear no summer clothes? What was it? I remember when we was in Nigeria, it's the same thing.
How many times are you going to bring that up?
No, but it's true though. We was in Nigeria, no shorts, no long sleeve shirts, nothing.
Actually, I wear the long jacket.
Yeah.
Long jacket.
What's up with you?
The Wenger jacket.
It's summer now.
I didn't wear no jacket. I didn't wear no long jacket. What are you talking about?
Summer, man.
What are you talking about?
Summer, you need some shorts.
Yes. Summertime. With, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Yes. DJ Jazzy Jeff, sorry.
He must be careful though with his legs out. They might think a bird and shoot him. You know, bird season.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
How you been anyway? We've been up to.
Yeah, fine, thanks. How you been?
Oh yeah.
Good, man.
Happy Father's Day for yesterday, man.
Yeah, exactly. And to you as well, yeah.
Thank you.
And to you too.
Oh no.
Happy Father's Day to me as well. But I've got to keep that one quiet.
What?
I'll say no more.
Hey, say I shoot. Little tie out there, yeah?
So thank you, but
Little tie junior.
I'll say, listen, I won't say any more on air. So.
But you say enough. Congratulations, yeah, Emma Hayes. I joke.
Why are you
Don't start him. Oh, Yardi, don't get him started, please.
Who says evil things? Don't bring that person
If you had a son, what would you name your son?
things.
If you had a son, what would you name your son? Arson?
Yeah, you're funny.
Hey, funny enough, when I was over in Kenya the other day, I met a guy and he called his son Arson. He's like, I swear to God, he's probably the craziest Arsenal fan I've seen, even crazier than you.
What do you mean crazy?
You can ask James, isn't it, James?
No,
The camera guy, James. His name is called. His son's name is called Arson, and he had like loads of memorabilia and all that. Yeah, if you go and look at one of the videos, you'll see him in it.
That's something you.
And his son plays football. He's trying to get his son over to the UK to play, but his son's name's called Arson.
I guarantee you, you're Nigerian.
I'm crazy
right?
in a good way.
No, you're Nigerian, right? And I know names. What do you mean? Well, you're not Nigerian.
No, I didn't say that.
Make up your mind, you know. Like 1 week in Nigeria.
Listen,
but I know. Like when it comes to naming, when it comes to naming your children or having names, you guys don't just have like first name and last name. You have quite a few, yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you had a child, a son, you'd somehow fit something to do with Arsenal in there.
That could be happening soon, but that's not. I can't really say. I can't do that.
What do you mean that will happen soon? You want to confess something?
What's going on?
Yo, man, I have a child out there. Congratulations, Jude. Wait, Ty, you are gone.
I've said enough already. I've said enough. I'm not saying anymore.
No, seriously, you ain't told us none of this.
Yeah, because listen, I'm saying I can.
Things are going, Ty. They say you love life.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying any. I can't say. I've said too much.
Sound like
I've said too much already.
Baby shower set in soon. Yeah. All right.
It'd be like when they have the reveal. You do this reveal, right? But then when the gender reveal, it'd be red. The thing would blow red, so nobody still won't know what the baby is, whether it's a boy or a girl, because it'd just be a red puff in it. The view for Arsenal. I mean,
I don't know, like
okay.
Oh my gosh.
You sure? You might cry. You cry for? You might have tears. Yo, look, zoom in. He has tears. He has tears coming out of him. Yeah, look. Look.
Tears of my pillow.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
Whoa, there's a bit. Congratulations, Ty. Well done. Baby Ty on the way.
Thank you,
I didn't know this.
Yeah. What? Can't believe it. Man like Ty out here. Yes, I put in work.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying.
Oh, wow, all right.
Enough.
Well, that's the show
a lot. You've been a lot more busier than our transfer window, boy.
Well, oh my days. No, actually, before we get to the transfer window, you guys been watching? Did you watch any of the Club World Cup?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to do a watch along on DR Sports. Other channel, obviously.
Which game did you watch?
Available, like AFTV.
Which game did you watch? Hopefully not the first one.
Yeah, no, not the first one. And PSG at that time.
Atletico.
With Parisian London and Laurie, big up.
What a performance by Atletico. By PSG. I mean, continuing it on. I think everybody started to realise, right, when, just how difficult, as I said it the other day.
Yeah.
Right? It's playing PSG in a semi-final is a lot different to playing Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, exactly.
And those standard of teams, right?
Exactly.
I mean, this PSG team are good. To put 4 past Atletico, a team that's known for their defensive duties and everything like that, that's a very impressive performance. And they're obviously one of the favourites.
See, Atletico Madrid that went toe-to-toe with Real Madrid in the
La Liga.
it was the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
that's right. They were lucky to lose.
Because I swear went to penalties.
Went to penalties. Went out on penalties. Yeah,
exactly. So,
right, so I mean, just goes to show you how good they are, right?
PSG are good, man. They are good.
Bayern Munich beating Auckland City 10-0.
Yeah.
10. I mean, I gave up at half time. At half time, 5-0. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah,
and I was thinking maybe they might ease up on them. 10-0. I mean, I was watching the game. It was just literally
attack.
Auckland were just like. Every single player was at the back. Every single player. And then even if they won the ball and they got it forward, it just went straight back to Bayern because they had nobody up front. Every single player behind the ball.
Total
really
mismatch, boy.
It was a complete mismatch. I mean, they're an amateur team, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not fully professional.
They're not fully professional. And it showed, man. They got absolutely destroyed. I mean, listen, if you lose 10-0 in a game, in a kid's game, it's embarrassing, let alone... on a stage like that. That was bad. And then the weird thing is the other 2 games were 0-0. So 4-0, 10-0, 0-0. But you know what, right? Everyone's been slagging it off. Or was slagging it off before it started. I was looking at the attendances for all the games. They were good.
People turn up for them.
There was 80,000 at that PSG game.
Yeah.
There was the Bayern one. There was 20-odd thousand. The Miami game was full.
But how many are real fans though? That's the question.
It doesn't matter about real fans. The games are full up.
Yeah, like the stadium are full up.
And listen, did you see how many Palmeiras fans there were in Times Square? What do you mean real fans? Those are Brazilian, those teams are well supported. I mean,
that's fine.
Let's wait and see how that competition turns out.
The South American teams will have a big support out there because there's a lot of a lot of them in America.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the competition is going to turn out, right? But all I know is that we got this habit, especially in this country, that anytime something new happens, or anytime there's something that we didn't think of, oh, it's going to be rubbish, this. You hear all these scare stories before it happens. Let's wait and see what it's actually like. I mean, listen, I've got, some of the choices of teams that are in it and things like that. You can argue, but let's wait and see. Let's wait until the end. But certainly, the way in which all the scaremongering was going on, I thought there'd be hardly anyone at some of these games. They're all packed. Well,
I did see a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that they had to drop the ticket prices.
Yeah, so I heard that. But then sometimes in America, that's one of the problems is in American sports, the ticket prices are so high.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you go on a pre-season friendly, a ticket can be like $250.
Which is ridiculous.
You know what I mean? For and those are not even the expensive seats.
So,
but listen, I'm going to be looking, keeping an eye on it.
Chelsea played today, right?
Is it today they play?
Yeah. And I heard the manager saying, well, not the manager, I heard there's a little leak come out that one of the players are saying, they heard that he spoke to somebody, say, we're tired. Man, say, we're tired.
Well, that's the one thing about it. I mean, they must be tired.
We're tired.
They must be tired, and also, right, some of the temperatures there are really, really hot. The times they're playing games like about during the middle of the day. But at the end of the day, they may be tired, but there's a big prize money for winning it. And Chelsea, no excuse, they've got a huge squad.
Man, rotate them, man.
Yeah, rotate up the players.
How does this work now in terms of the teams like Manchester City and Chelsea? Those are the only teams from England, right?
Of course, yeah.
How does that work in terms of when the competition finish? They might get a longer pre-season. They might go no. They don't get a less break.
No, that's one of the reasons why. There are, I think it was Tuchel the other day said that, those teams, Man City and Chelsea, can be at a disadvantage. Because they've had to play that. And he's kind of right, because when that finishes now, which is, I think, the finals on the 13th of July.
By the pre-season start.
I mean, for Arsenal, 2 weeks later after that, pre-season starts.
already
at the beginning.
So basically, I don't think they can have a proper pre-season. They're going to have to, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Pre-season.
More or less, but you can't really, you need a break.
You do need a break.
Then a pre-season, don't you? I mean, so it might affect them, but they've got big squads, those two teams.
It'll be the same for teams like PSG, because PSG is...
But they're in a league where...
Yeah, but they have the Super Cup for players as well.
Exactly, against
Yeah, true.
So they continuously
I mean, there is too much football. There is too much football. But when somebody was saying it to me, it's going, look how many games, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking...
And internationally, World Cup qualifiers.
But then also, remember, those last season, is it any different to last season? Because last season we had the Euros. So remember, we had the Euros at this time as well. But, so, I don't know.
Yeah, but you say... Sorry, Robbie, you say that, but then there's the Women Euros, but the WSL started in September. So why isn't the Premier League being put back then? Why does it have to
I personally think that, the Premier League starts too early anyway.
Exactly.
I always look on it every year and I'm like, the season's only just finished and then it's starting again.
Exactly.
And you remember it used to start at one time, it used to be like towards September when the league started back. But so nowadays, I mean, they're flogging these players to death. And we
absolutely
look how many injuries we had last year.
Exactly.
So, what I mean, and you'll see, as soon as the season started last year, Rodri, you remember he was complaining about the amount of games everyone has to play, and he was like one of the first players to be out injured for the whole season. So, and and by the way, if you guys go and check it out right now, there's a video on AFTV with the Dr. Andre, and he talks about how fatigue and too many games and all that can lead to lots of muscular injuries. He thinks that's what affected Arsenal this season.
Of course it did.
So, too many games. But listen, we're not in it. So, there's going to be no excuse. At least we can get a rest.
Rest up the man, them.
Yeah. But we need some signings, man. Like the transfer window's opened again now.
It has.
Right? So, the window is closed for 10 days. It's back open.
That's right, yeah.
Want to see some signings now. Like, we've had all these rumours. Cisco. Then we heard the rumours last week that Gyökeres has turned down a move doesn't want to go to Manchester United. Allegedly. He's prioritising a move to Arsenal.
Hopefully that's true.
Right? Well, I think it is true. I think he'll go to Man United if he can't get his move to Arsenal, but he wants to go to Arsenal. Sesko wants to join Arsenal, but then Bayern Munich are looking at him as well.
Ryan. Well, sorry, Robbie. So did, I remember famously Ryan Babel saying, next season I'm going to join Arsenal, and we know what happened there.
True. So. But listen, all these players link. Where are they, man? Why we're not made no signings yet?
This man where we bring in Berta.
Andrea, give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Yes.
The man fresh, man, for come in and make an impact instantly. For come in and show we say mean business. Yeah? The window was open for 10 days. We see no business.
Yeah, so 10 days.
No business.
So what do you expect? 10 signings in 10 days?
Well, Zuma Mendy, yeah.
No,
yes.
That's not realistic.
No, listen, it's realistic.
It's not. We have to be patient.
Listen.
We must be patient.
The window is open again. Berta, listen, maybe somebody show him to the window, because maybe him don't know what
no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Give him
our window's open, but you forgot about the grill.
Yeah, man, like the window.
We've got like burglar bars on the outside of the window.
Seriously, man.
So we can't, no one can get in.
Seriously, listen.
It is frustrating.
It makes something needs to be happening. Patient.
I'm sure
we're not run hospital, But patient. I think I'm a doctor.
Take that very good.
But patient.
No,
listen,
I want
to see signings. No.
Yeah, but we have to
pre-season start in about 3 weeks for Arsenal. I want them in pre-season. I don't want them joining up while the season starts. I want them there, ready to go. I want them forming in the team, meeting them, calling soccer socks. Yeah, I want them saying, giving Rice nickname. I want everybody, nicknames and everything running.
To be fair, he's right. He's right. I know we're frustrated.
Thank you.
Him?
But Ty's actually right.
What do you mean?
Wrong.
You do have to be a bit patient.
We have to be patient. You have to be.
I'm not patient.
We have to be patient.
Because you know what happens? Yeah, know what happens? We drag our feet. Look, we're talking about Sesko and we're talking about Gyökeres. All right? Apparently, both deals are on the table there now. So it's about who are we going to get? Who we're going to spend the money on? Getting the right deal done. We're going to drag our feet and end up with getting Rashford on loan.
I don't know if we're going to drag.
Watch when we have Rashford leading the line next season.
I don't know if we're going to drag our feet.
What's Rashford's first name?
Marcus.
Big up Marcus.
That's
Marcus.
right.
Yeah, big up
We
Marcus.
have Marcus up front and Darwin. Darwin and Marcus, yeah? Then you're going to be like, see who patient.
You want Darwin?
No, but when you talk about patient,
Listen, if we had Darwin, we win everything because he's so intelligent.
Nunes.
No, you mean Darwin who done the theory of relativity. I thought you meant Darwin,
Nunes.
the clever man.
Yeah, Darwin Nunes. Or you might end up with Ollie, no disrespect to Ollie Watkins, but
No, Ollie Watkins is...
I want Gokares. Yes. As a matter of fact, get both Gokares and Sesko.
Won't get both.
But I was saying on yesterday's watch along, Laurie said to me, who do I prefer? I said Gokares, and he said he prefers Gokares. But what do we know?
That's why we're sitting here. That's the first year him agree on something.
Wow.
Yeah, him always argue.
No, there is other. You're wrong. Secondly, we agree on that he talks nonsense. But that's enough. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Laurie. I'm be careful. We're doing a watch along tonight. If he gets me, I want him to be on the watch along. I'm just joking, Laurie. No. But
I just want to see some signings.
Yeah, we do, but that's why
it is frustrating. Listen, it is frustrating.
We have to be patient
because you know when you see all these other teams, right, have made signings. Yeah, but that's not us. I know, Ty. You're right. Even me, I've been telling people they've got to be patient. But I understand where people are coming from because you see Man United, they've made signings.
Yes.
City and Chelsea, obviously, they were making the signings to get him before the Club World Cup. But other teams have made signings. Bro, I see today Brighton have made a signing.
Who they signed?
You know, I can't remember his name, but they made a signing. Okay. Right? What is it with us? It's not just this. It's like every single year we take ages. Link.
How much those links are
we seem to move. We never seem to do that like quick, right? Identify a player, bang, boom, in. You know what I mean?
Like City.
Yeah, we never seem to do that, ever.
Yeah, like, City could be too soon.
Listen, that's cool, but I'll be honest, as an Arsenal fan, sometimes when I look at City in the transfer window, I'm jealous. Because I'm looking at them and they just go out and see the player, how much? 30 million, here you go, bam.
Yeah, it'd be like,
it's done. He's part of the team now, it's over with that.
It's true. You see a player, City, that's true what you said. Especially when it's like, I get it when a player's a really expensive player, right? But sometimes it'll be a player like, Arsenal will be linked with, lovely, like 20, 25 million. And they're still haggling and bargaining and
and you know what it is as well, Robbie. You know it is just
they put an offer in for 15, then the team comes back and then they're
but the thing with the thing with Man City is like when they do it, the rumors don't even get to spread before it's done. The deal's done. The rumor we hear about it by the time you start talking, deal done. There's no rumor spreading. Paper's not even printed yet to say, oh, they talk. Wow. It's done with us. The rumor starts, it spreads, it carries on. Fans get carried away, make all these flyers, these pictures, these highlights of what this rumor. Next minute, we end up with a man down the road where soon retire.
But Yardi, you said a great thing done. Man City will be done if they're in League Two.
Listen, I want some players sign. Like, let me tell you something. You see, unless there's a master plan going on, you know, they have it all.
With the master plan.
It better be a master plan.
No, like, you know, like they're going to get all the signings done. They're going to have 5 signings. And they're just going to be like, you want another one? Bam! And another one? Bam! And another one? Bam! One more? Bam! Then we say, yeah.
And what do you reckon? You think that's going to happen?
No, what me think will happen, we'll get this, the one deal that probably come through, Zuma Mendy, and we're going to wait around, and that'll be the first one to be announced. And that's not going to happen for another 2 weeks. And then we have a drag our feet with a striker. And then we'll get
the thing is, right, with the striker front. The striker thing, yeah? They've got 2 targets, right, that they know of. Sesko and Gyökeres. Just make your mind up on which one you're going to get, then get him, man.
Yeah.
What's this drama every day? We're waiting and it's honestly.
Exactly, because this could happen.
So you're saying we should act like Bucks Fizz?
What's that?
Making your mind up.
Yes, whatever that is. But listen,
they won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1981.
I don't watch Eurovision. I don't watch Eurovision.
1981.
Yeah. But listen to what I'm saying, yeah? What could happen is this. This is what could happen, and I hope it doesn't happen.
What could happen,
I don't want to, like, make it happen. Put it out there and it does happen. But what could happen is this, right? These 2 targets, Sesko and Gyökeres, right? Identified. That's who we're after. One has apparently come out and said, Man United, stop calling my phone. I'm not interested. I want to go talk to.
Well,
I want to deal with Arsenal. Let's hope it's true, and let's hope that does happen. What happens if we keep dragging our feet, and God forbid it does happen? But with this World Club Cup thing going on right now, Bayern Munich pick up an injury to one of their main strikers, or Man City, Haaland get injured, or another player, another team of such like, and they think what strikers are available? Oh, Gyökeres and Sesko that Arsenal are after. How much they want? Oh, let's just go pay it and take them, and then we end up with nobody.
No, Bayern Munich are already looking at Sesko.
So there we go.
They're interested already. They're interested in Sesko.
Let us keep dragging our feet.
Rumour, counterplot. Who knows what the truth is?
Yeah, we know that, Ty, but you got to understand,
Just
I also get frustrated with Arsenal. As I said, you know what I mean? They never, I don't know, they never seem decisive. Maybe, listen, a lot of it is because things are I get it. A lot of things go on in secret. Exactly. A lot of things you have to keep quiet. I understand that, but we do give off this impression in the transfer market as a team that's not decisive. That never, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, in recent times, man, especially, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, come on, go and get it done.
Yeah.
Because it's
going right back to the days. I remember right back in the day when we were trying to get Benzema and all them things. It dragged on the whole summer. And then we didn't end up getting him.
Every summer.
And then there was a, remember we was interested that time in Higuain.
Yes.
The whole summer, we
didn't
get him.
We didn't get him.
Last season, Nico Williams, the whole summer.
Yeah. There was even a saga with Mbappe as well one time.
Yeah, but that was never on the cards.
Not Mbappe teammate. What's his teammate as well? Lemar, whoever is.
Thomas Lemar.
Him.
Apparently, one. We don't seem decisive. In the transfer market, and then you're seeing teams so far in the transfer market have been decisive. You know what I mean?
United, right? Cunha, done.
Yeah. There was City. In January. Mamouche in. This one in. That one in. Now in this window. Bam, bam, bam. Reinders. These are not easy players to get, you know. They've just gone bang, 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 got them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when are we ever decisive like that?
Never.
We're in for your careers. We're in for Sesko.
Yep.
Is it Sesko? Is it your career? Sesko, your career. Actually, there's a plan C. Watkins. I mean, what? Nico Williams. Should we meet his release clause with this, with that, with back, with forth, with back? Oh God,
well,
man.
You know what?
It's just like, come on.
What I would say, Robbie, it's all rumours, we don't know. But talking to the legend that was Arsene, like you said, named by that man in Kenya, son. One thing
you can't go talk to Mikel. Huh? Talk to Mikel.
I would love to talk to Mikel. But the thing is with Arsene, he said there was a time when he said that we wanted to buy, this is years ago, obviously. We wanted to buy Matthew ups and back. West Ham winning 20 million. He said, and I can quote him, he said when Manchester United, the cheats, were signing Phil Jones, he said, we agreed a fee with Blackburn, but Phil Jones chose Manchester United. Now, that's what I'm saying. So it's not going to get reported. What I think it is that the good things that we're doing won't be reported. So it's like we're dragging our feet. We never know. Because this agent is this and that and all that.
I'm with you on that, right? And I agree with you. And a lot of what you're saying is true, right? But I'm just saying, we just give off this impression of a team that is never decisive in the transfer market, especially when you compare us to some of the other clubs of similar size. The way that they're able to just go bang. Chelsea will just be linked with a player, like Yardi said. They'll be linked with a player for a week.
Gone.
Next week, that player's holding the shirt. With us, we'll be linked with a player now, right? He'll be holding the shirt maybe in August. Why does it take so long?
And not only that,
and as I said, we just back and forth.
We know the striker is been our target, right?
Yeah.
They know this from January. Yes. From last summer they know this. So throughout the whole of this season, they should already be identifying their target.
They should be.
All right, they narrowed it down to 2. What is taking so long for you to decide?
Who knows?
None of the players are doing anything right now. So there's nothing that they're going to do right now that's going to change your mind to make you think, oh my God, this guy just did a backflip, I'm going to get him. You understand what I mean? Like it doesn't. Yes. So you should have already had your mind made up and decide this is what you're doing. Here's the money, Sporting. Send the player come.
Well, who knows? But sorry, Robbie, but Robbie would know. Robbie would know better than me. It's from what I understand, and like I said, Robbie knows better than me, that when deals happen in football, it's because there's such a domino effect. And that's the problem. Because this player's got to move.
Why with us? Why always with us? It has to be that.
But there's no with
nobody else.
With the two players he's talking about, right? There's no domino effect.
We don't know that.
They're both leaving this summer, right? Gyökeres has already said he's leaving, right? He's even fallen out with Sporting now.
But hold on.
Gyökeres is definitely leaving. Sesko's definitely leaving.
Are they on contract
right?
though?
Right? They're under contract, yeah.
Sorry, Robbie. Didn't Caicedo say, goodbye, I'm going to Arsenal? Where did he go? Where did he end up? Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not as simple as that, is it? That's the thing.
No, but these ones, that was a January deal, right?
That's right. And he didn't move.
And he didn't move in the end in January. He moved in the summer, and then we moved on to Declan Rice. But right now, I'm saying, right, that these men are available now.
Yep.
They are available.
Go and get one. Stop this back and forth every day.
There's not many strikers in the world right now, you know. And these are two that are ready to go. And they put out that they want to move. They want the move. Go get one of them.
We're like
go get one of them, and then move on to the next. Move on to a winger next.
Innit? We're like Del Boy in the transfer market, innit? You know, Del Boy only fools with horses. It's always negotiating back and forth, and you know when you go down the market. That's what we're like.
I'm a haggler.
Yeah, haggling.
Oh my God.
How much for that ball? How much is this ball? Yeah. The ball. This ball's £100. Oh no, I'll give you 80, man. Oh come on, man, this is £100. I paid for it. This is 100. This is how much it costs, right? No, 80. Well, I'll tell you what, give you 82. No, it's 100. The 83. No, it's 100. And then that goes on
until the next man pass and be like, how much you want for the ball? 100.
Yeah, Chelsea would just turn up. 100. Yeah, give me that ball there. Man. Just say, there you go.
God,
isn't that what they did with what's his name, Oleg's teammate? And where is he now? Oh, unfortunately, he was on a ban. Obviously, that's a different thing.
Mudryk.
Yeah.
But they got him though.
Yeah, they got him. And what did he do?
But they got him.
And we've got
and those are the frustrations we're talking about.
We got Leandro, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, but that was a plan B. Don't get me wrong, Leandro's work had to be brilliant.
Yeah.
But that was a plan B. When are we going to execute
and
our
also,
plan A?
You know what, Arsenal don't need to understand this. Just say, like Bayern Munich looking at Sesko, right? Just say they make that decision now. We're going to go with Sesko and buy him. Then that eliminates him out of the picture. So Arsenal only have one to go for. But then no, Sporting might be like, oh, you don't have another option. It was 75 last week. This week, we want 85 now. Because you didn't buy him last week when we told you 75.
It does.
That could happen as well.
No, it does. But with that, if that is true, Sesko will be looking and thinking, I'm not going to play in front of Kane. Whereas he knows that if he comes to us, he's going to be played every week. That's the difference. He's not going to, but you can imagine, isn't it? And that's the only fun thing. Because we need a striker, we don't have one. A number 9 we don't have one because Gabriel J is not really a number 9. Sesko will be looking. If I go to Bayern Munich, Harry Kane is there.
No, but I saw this, what they were saying in one of the rooms is that because Harry Kane nowadays plays so deep, they might push Harry Kane back a bit deeper and play him as a number 9.
Yeah, but with Sesko...
we got to be careful here.
Yeah, but with Sesko will be... listen, we can say...
Harry Kane's 32 soon.
True.
Right? Sesko's 22. So you could even go to Bayern, wait a season or so and get your place. Yeah. So we got to be careful here.
That's true, Robbie.
For getting him, get him.
Yeah, let's hope so.
If you're not getting him, get Gyökeres. But get someone and get them fast.
Man. Today.
Fed up.
Tomorrow, today, to next week.
By the way, the fixtures coming out this week.
On Wednesday,
yeah.
So who do you want to start with? Liverpool away.
What?
Liverpool away. Smash up the champions. I'm just kidding.
I know you're joking.
I'm just kidding.
I want a nice, easy home game.
Well, let's not say easy. Easy on paper. Let's say that.
Easy on paper home game. One of the promoted teams.
So you want Burnley, Leeds, or Sunderland at home then?
At home, basically. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
That'd be perfect. I want. You know what? I want an easy start.
Yeah,
I want an easy start.
Let's
Arsenal over the last few years have had difficult starts, man.
Very, very, very difficult.
I remember. What was the first game last year? Palace, wasn't it?
Last season. No, that was the season.
No, Wolves at home.
Wolves at home. Yeah, that's right.
The previous season, Palace away. Remember that game, Brentford, newly promoted Brentford, brand new stadium. What I want is an easy. You remember Liverpool last year? They had an easy start. They were able to build momentum. Right? I don't think you need a difficult. You know when you got a hard start when the first
you don't need a difficult start.
First 5 games you've got like City and Liverpool away or something. Nah, I don't want nothing like that, man. I want to get off to. We need to get off to a start where we can build momentum.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, we'll see how it
one of the
drops,
promoted teams, or
Hopefully.
one
so
of the
if
teams.
you want an easy start, then Man United at home.
That wouldn't be.
That's not even an easy start.
Exactly. I wish it would be.
They raise their and they're bringing inside. Nah, you don't want. You don't want. Listen, the Man United of last year might not be the Man United of this year.
There might be worse.
So.
They might be.
They brought in Cunha. That's a good sign.
Very good sign.
So,
very good sign.
Yeah, I want an easy start. What sort of starts are you looking for?
The same thing.
Would you rather harder teams get them out of the way, or easier teams to start off with?
Well, less hard teams, because the thing is with the hard teams, is you got to build up to them. You know what I mean? Are you ready? You might be ready in a month, but are you ready now? Whereas with the promoted teams, on paper we're expected to beat them, and so hopefully we will. So we want a less difficult start.
But then you don't want, it's tricky because you ask for that.
It's
but
tricky,
then,
run the MC.
But then you ask for that, and then next thing you know, you get that you're gonna have the teams where you have the Man City away, then the Chelsea at home, then Newcastle away, close together with a Liverpool 2 days later. So
True.
2 games there. So I think you have to
True,
be a
but
very balanced one.
I do think.
It'd be nice to get a good 5
If you
games
can
in
build
a
up
row
momentum at the start of the season where you've had some, real winnable games and you've won them,
Yeah, that'd be good.
then you've got points on the board, man. And then you go into those sort of real tough games, your Liverpool aways and City
But remember,
away, and even United away. You go into those games with more confidence.
Far into the season where we're in Champions League as well.
True,
that's
but
true.
So that's another side to it where we have
That's
to
true.
take in consideration, because when you're in all these competition and you don't have a big squad, we hope we're having a big squad, but you don't have a big squad to deal with all this. It's like Tuesday night you're playing PSG.
we'll get a big squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is about it. We were saying this the other day as well, right? Who decides on these fixtures? I know they say they've got this supercomputer.
It's the Premier League.
They've got this supercomputer that they feed it into, and
But
to me, I'm just always very skeptical of these.
No, absolutely. I don't know, but I am.
Who fix it?
I don't know, but I would love to see, because what happens is that it just comes up. How do they actually do it? Because to me, you can't.
Well, they say they've got a supercomputer.
That's what they
So you
say.
think they should do like do a
That's what they
live
say.
broadcast like how they do the Champions League then?
Exactly. That's a very good. That's
Maybe
a very good idea.
I don't know. Maybe it should be like, I don't know how. I just want to know how they do it, because
Exactly.
obviously, I think there are a lot of nuances to it, because obviously, for instance, they have to take into consideration clashes. So, for instance, you can't have Arsenal and Spurs playing against. Can't have them playing at home on the same day.
Yes, that's right.
So that has to be programmed into the computer.
That's
to
good
make
point,
sure
yes.
that if Arsenal are playing in North London, Spurs are playing away.
Just like Manchester United, Man City, and so on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
you're
Spurs
right.
are playing the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? They can't play on the same day.
That's true.
So they've got to take those
Like
sort of
Liverpool,
things into
Everton as well.
consideration. Even,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
so,
point.
Chelsea, Fulham, all these sort of things they got to take into account.
That's
so
true.
there are a lot of different factors in it.
That's true. Yes.
But still, I'd like to see when it's feeding that out or whatever. I don't know, man. I just don't trust these.
I
fixtures.
don't at all. I don't know, because where is it? Who does it? It just happens. Who does it?
How is it that there's certain things? How is it that you never ever see the big teams playing against each other on the last day of the season?
That's a very good point.
How comes that's never
That's
happened?
true. That's true.
'Cause you
actually.
never see, say,
No.
Yeah.
you never see, say, for instance, I don't know, Arsenal versus City last day of the
Yeah,
season.
you don't.
Or Liverpool versus Man United last day.
another one
true.
there. And how come
That's
you know
true.
they always have their Super Sundays
Yeah.
where they have the big derby games?
Yeah.
How come there's always like a couple derbies
Yeah.
on the same day? Like you have
Yeah.
the Manchester derby
Yes.
and the North London
Yeah.
Yes.
derby on the
Yeah.
same day.
Yeah.
They've done that a lot
Yeah.
of times. Where
They have.
You have, like you said, the big teams have. There's been a couple of times where the big teams have always played throughout the season. There's
Yeah.
always 2 big matches then on the same day. How them schedule that one there?
Yeah. So I feel a lot of it's planned up.
So do I.
It can't be, you know what I mean? Because if they just...
What you gonna jinx it now? Last game of the season, Man United versus Man City, Arsenal versus Tottenham, Liverpool.
It won't. I've never seen that, ever, because it's planned.
No. That's a very.
And you never see it at the start either. You may see one game like that at the start. You may see one really, I think last year, if I remember rightly, was it Chelsea City?
Yes.
Was right at the start.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they said, let's throw one in for the start, but the rest.
Yeah.
You never see why is the computer never thrown up a couple of those on the first day?
It's true.
How comes there's never any derbies on the first day?
Yeah.
You know, like a real Man United, Liverpool, or Arsenal, Spurs, or whatever, on the first day of the season.
Very good. You know what? That's
how comes?
That's a fan.
And as I said, how comes
they put that in the computer that these teams cannot play on these
And as
days.
you said, how comes we never see that draw live?
Yeah.
You never
exactly.
see the FA Cup live, you see the Champions League live,
Yeah.
this Club World Cup, you saw that live, you see. How comes this is never live?
Exactly. There is.
Because to me, that's divvied up. When the computer or whatever is programmed in a certain way, then the TV companies sit there and say, right, that one, actually, that game, could you move that to this week?
Exactly.
Because that would be good for this one. How comes there's always these big games around Easter?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And around occasions, there's always a derby there or a big game or something like that. How comes?
And around Christmas.
Right? We know why? Because someone's there going, them game there. Let's move that game to Easter, the Easter weekend. The North London derby, let's move it to that date, and that one we move to there. Then, oh no, we don't want to 3 big derbies on the same day.
Yeah.
Move that one to the next week. That will help out the TV thing. TNT, you take that one on that date, then I'll take this on that. And
I think you've got it nailed on, Robert. I think that's exactly.
It's true, isn't it?
No, it is true. It's true.
Watch them surprise Robbie this week.
It is true. No,
First game of the season, bam. I said, what?
First game of the season, away at Spurs or something like that. It won't happen. I'm telling you.
I don't think so.
I put money on it now. That won't happen. We will not have
Arsenal versus Liverpool.
There will not be a North London derby on the first day of the season.
I'm just trying to wonder, I can't remember the last time we've ever had a big team on the opening day of the season.
I think, no, I'm sure last year, Liverpool.
No, it was Chelsea.
Chelsea, Liverpool.
No, that was the second game.
Chelsea City.
No, that was the second game. The first game was Ipswich, Liverpool.
No, man.
That was the first game.
Chelsea, I think it was Chelsea, Man City was the first game.
Find out.
Oh yeah, that one.
Chelsea,
Yeah. Chelsea.
But what about us?
And that was a big. But
remember
our first game we played Wolves.
No, I'm saying, have you?
I want to see the fixtures. I'm intrigued now.
We've never ever had a big team on the first day. I've never. Unless it was in the Premier League. Because
Liverpool played Ipswich last year. I remember that on the first game.
No, but it's Chelsea, Man City. That was the game, the big game of the season.
Yeah, but that's it though.
Game,
But
I think they were on a Sunday anyway, so they were after the Friday night, the Saturday night. It wasn't the opening game.
I think the last time was maybe before the Premier League, because I've never known us to face a big team on the first day or a big team on the last day. When has anyone? I can't think of it.
Well, talk about it. It might happen, you know.
Well. Let's hope not. As long as we win. But it's true. I do think it is.
Who wouldn't you want on the first day?
Who wouldn't we?
Who you wouldn't want on the first day?
Obviously Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Tottenham. Those are the ones you want to play because you know what I mean. Because those
Newcastle.
games. Yeah, I'll take Newcastle at home.
Ooh.
I'll take Newcastle.
No.
I'll take Newcastle at home. I'll take Newcastle at home.
Nah,
Remember, we're home.
I think.
No disrespect to Newcastle.
If it's at home, suppose.
I'll take them at home.
If we have got
away from home, that's different. But I'll take them at home.
I'll take Chelsea on the first day of the season.
What, at home or away?
Yeah, home. On away.
Really?
Oh man, away.
Close to me, stay.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to find.
It's all right, who would you?
The thing about it is teams like Tottenham, Man United, and City now. Liverpool.
Oh, Everton.
And
you don't want Everton away because they've got their new stadium next season.
Yeah, that'd be a tough game. All right, last season, first game of the season was a Friday night game. It was Man United Fulham.
That's right.
Right. Then on the Saturday, Ipswich versus Liverpool.
That's right.
Arsenal versus Wolves. I was right.
Yeah.
Everton Brighton.
Yeah.
Newcastle Southampton.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest Bournemouth.
Yeah.
West Ham Villa.
Look at that.
Then it was Brentford Palace on the Sunday. Right, Chelsea City, that was the only one, and Leicester versus Spurs. No big teams, apart from that one game.
Yeah.
Chelsea City, Liverpool avoided Man United and us, and all the. I mean, everything was spread.
Yeah.
Weird, that, isn't it?
It's weird. Like I said, Robbie, I was saying to Yardi, I can't remember. I think the last time we had a big team on the opening day or the last day was before the Premier League started, because I can't remember a season.
Let's have a look at our start last season. So our start last season was Wolves was the first game.
That's right.
Then the following week we had
Was it?
Brighton at home.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
following
that's right.
week.
That's right.
Yep.
Then Manchester City.
Then
Then City.
Man City away.
No,
was that the third week?
City was the
Something like
fourth
that.
game, no?
No, City was very quick.
Yeah, but
City
it
was
the
in
fourth,
August.
no?
Maybe the 4th. I'm not sure. I know City was very quick in the season.
We had Wolves.
We had Wolves,
Brighton.
Brighton.
Bournemouth.
Then there was a break.
Oh,
Then we had.
maybe.
Oh wait a minute. And then we had. Then September. We had Spurs away.
That's right.
Sunday the 15th of
Gabriel
September.
M2 with the header. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So
that's
Spurs
right.
away.
It's funny how you so forget so easily.
Yeah. Then
Then Bournemouth, I think.
City away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then at
Bournemouth.
the end of September, Leicester at home.
Where's Bournemouth one?
Oh, Leicester at home.
Leicester at home, and then Bournemouth. No, then we had Southampton at home,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Aaron's return. Yeah.
and then after that,
No, man, you're missing Bournemouth.
after that in October.
I think Bournemouth was later. Bournemouth
man.
Bournemouth was
It was
winter.
early in
Bournemouth,
the season.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth
No,
was
no,
winter.
Bournemouth was
Where's-
on the 19th of October.
exactly, it was winter because I remember it was dark.
Right.
It was a.
So
it was dark.
that was a not a bad start.
No.
We had two tough
No,
games
it
in
was
there.
the
Like
decisions at the beginning.
no,
of
I'm
the
saying we
season.
had two tough games in there, and actually we had three tough games against big sides. Like we had City away, back to back,
Oh, like,
City and Spurs away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You said big
But-
teams and you said Spurs.
I knew he was going to say that.
Listen, North London derby is always, especially away from home.
Yeah.
It's a tough game. You only won 1-0.
I think the decisions at the
also-
beginning of the
Tough for Em as
season
well.
when I guess remember
Were
we had
ridiculous.
them decisions against us,
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
from early. So
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
that we still ain't
But
seen
interesting to see how we're going to get on. Fixtures are coming out this week. I think it's on Wednesday when the
yeah.
fixtures come out. But anyway, time to get into our Boohoo Man of the Week.
Boohoo Man of the Week. I'm gonna give it, even though it was gone a couple of days ago, I'm gonna give it to Senegal.
Senegal!
I'll give it to Senegal.
Senegal!
Well done, Senegal. Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny, right?
Yeah.
El Hadj Diouf, right?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Who I met when I was over in Sierra Leone. We did,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
There was like a charity game, and I spent like, or even went out with him a couple of times and that, right? Went
Okay.
clubbing. Hey, guy's crazy.
Is it?
Man. He's
Yeah.
crazy, right? Proper crazy, but a funny guy, a really funny guy. And I know that he's very proud of Senegal. 'Cause I remember even when we did the watch party, if you go back and watch it,
Oh, very good.
when that was when we played Palace and they scored.
Yeah.
Remember they scored. They equalised, didn't they? We were winning 1-0
game
and they
was that?
equalised. When we played
Yeah, that's
Palace,
right.
we
That's
beat them
right.
5-1.
Ismail Sarr.
Yeah, Ismaili
Ismail
Star
Sarr.
scored. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
goes, he was,
Yeah.
and El Hadj Diouf was sat next to me and he goes like this. He goes, El Hadji, he goes, Ismaili Sar, Senegal, like that, you know what I mean? Right? But that was funny the way he gave it to Carragher because
Yeah, man.
basically the
Didn't
reason why
didn't they play with each other?
Yeah,
they did play with each other.
Yeah, they're
I know he
teammates,
didn't get on with Carragher. He didn't get on with Gerrard either.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know
but
that.
What the reason why obviously he was going on about Carragher is because Carragher made those comments about
the
AFCON.
African.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the African, you know,
Cup of
it's the
Nations.
standard of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So basically, the point that El Hadj Diouf was trying to make was that, your African team in Senegal just come and put 3 past you at
Even though
home.
he's a friendly
Yeah.
though.
It was a
Doesn't
friendly, it
matter.
doesn't matter.
It's the first African team to
Team
beat.
ever to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that it was a friendly, right? You know what I mean? Because England didn't want to lose that game,
No.
did they?
No.
They had a lot of quality playing, and Senegal deserved to win that game. So you've got to
Definitely.
big them up. And Tuchel, man, boy.
Yeah.
Did you say? I'll tell you, I was still vexed at how he's handled Ivan Toney in that game.
Listen, you know what? Yeah.
Why? What happened?
What do you mean? What happened? You it's a friendly, as you said, right? And you're bringing the man on like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Like,
Yeah, he
come
didn't
on,
play
man.
in the first game,
Yeah, and the second game
and then the
as well.
second game he didn't play either.
And even
for
when,
about 3
when I
minutes.
seen take off Kane, I was like, all right, he must gonna be bringing
Yeah.
on. Didn't.
Nah,
I'm like, come
it's
on,
a
man.
joke to
Like,
me.
if I'm like, why
Idiot of the week.
should give it to
Joey
him for
Barton.
that? Should definitely. He should give it. Should give Tuchel for that for what he did
And
to
the
Everton.
performances.
And the performances. However, it's gonna go to Auckland City because I don't know what that was, man. Listen, I understand that it's Bayern Munich, and you know apparently you guys are not a fully pro team, but
10 was
10
embarrassing.
man. Come on, man. At some point, you must get to a stage where you say, no, everybody just stand up in front of the goal and block. So they
No, but that's exactly what they did do.
No, but they should stand in the goal and block it completely. You know, like build a wall where there's no gaps. So let them shoot for the whole time and it just keeps bouncing off of you guys because, jeez, you just gave up, man. It's like there's nothing.
Shocking.
Every time you got the ball, you lost the ball. It was poor, man. And but again, I know it's quality. It's definitely quality.
No, but that's
it's
embarrassing.
But
That's embarrassing. 10 is
10.
embarrassing.
I think they had one shot on target, and that was
really?
right in the end of the game. And it was just a hope, just kick on hope. So yeah.
All right. Well, listen, come to the end today.
Yes, to the end.
You've been quiet today, man.
I wouldn't say I'll be quiet. The show's gone quick.
He has a lot on his mind, you know.
What's on? Oh, yeah.
Remember, baby on the way.
Baby wipes,
Who said that? Did I
nappies.
say-
Baby on the way, yeah, man.
Yeah?
Did I say that? Did I say?
Got to...
What you want for your socks? TFC, I say, oh, lucky, I'm about to say.
What?
No, so you see I'm on white socks, I'm say FC, man. I say, which FC that?
FC Mobile, obviously other games available. Did anyone see that?
What?
FC Mobile had a thing in, obviously other games available in Bangkok. And Rio was there.
Do you know what kind of baby you have yet? Boy or girl?
I can't say anything.
You ever hold a baby yet?
I'm
You ever like held a baby, you know if you hold a baby?
Yeah.
Where teddy bear?
I've held my
With the Arsenal teddy bear.
I've held my family, innit?
Get you for practice, you know.
All right.
I'm sworn to secrecy, but the thing is, so I've said too much already. Yeah. Rio played, big him up, some
Change the subject.
some Indonesian player, and he got beaten. And then JJ was there the next day. This is in Bangkok. He's brilliant.
Kocha.
Yeah, and he played.
Say their last name so we know,
so we
man.
know.
Like, it could be any JJ. I know a JJ from Peckham. It could have been him.
Okay.
Could be talking about KSI.
Yeah, even him.
Is his name JJ?
Yeah, it's a nickname.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he played some pro gamer, and he just about the pro gamer drew him. So yeah, it was fantastic. It was amazing, really. It was amazing. So and you know what he said as well, because I said that to your brother as well. Boy, your brother's gonna be after me. I said that. He said they asked him, "What is your highlight of your career?" And you know what he said? Winning the Olympics, which you and your brother always try to dumb down.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, come on.
Yeah, you see,
He's only said that because it's the only major achievement he's ever had.
Nigeria met the World Cup?
Hopefully.
And it's the only major thing he ever won.
See you in the World
He
Cup.
didn't win anything in Turkey,
No,
didn't he?
no.
Hopefully see you in the World Cup.
He didn't win anything. He was at Bolton. He didn't win nothing.
That was-
He never
yeah.
won a major prize.
No
That's why a lot of people say he should have went to a big club.
Yeah, no disrespect to JJ, but he's never going to win anything with that football dinosaur, is he? So forget about Bolton. But he played in PSG.
Well, that's why he went.
Oh, he didn't win a trophy. I didn't.
He didn't win a trophy, so that's why he's in the Olympics.
If he got his move, he would have definitely won a lot, man. He should have
was
been
quality.
at a big club,
He should
man.
have been at really.
But didn't they say the same about Matthew Littice?
Yeah, it's true. And he never won nothing either. And that's why a lot of times they'll say, you've got to move to... And that's the problem at Arsenal. We've got to start winning things. Otherwise, these players like your Sakas and people like that...
No, I don't think so. But Robbie, it's two ways. It's two ways.
Because they say don't think so, it's facts.
No.
These guys are too...
That's what Yardy said.
Yeah.
No, it's true. These guys are too big to be playing for teams that don't win nothing.
Okay.
Saka, Saliba,
William,
Rice.
Yeah.
These guys, they
All
want
of
to
them,
win.
Gabriel.
Yes, but
They've got to win things. So
yeah, sorry, Robbie, they will win, but at the same time, to win, they have to stay together, isn't it? Because remember the
you
time
can stay together or you can go to Real Madrid or somewhere like that and win.
But stay to win something. The team has got to stay together. The thing is, like I said,
for the team.
God. You know who shall get idiot of the week? It's alright, make it go on. You know who shall get idiot of the week? Liverpool fans.
Why?
For their behaviour towards Trent because he can speak Spanish.
What were you talking about? No. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But right.
No, I mean, and there's no but.
The man's been learning Spanish from time, bro. The man's been like,
so what?
Right.
So what?
I think what it is in the Liverpool fans is that was the realization when they realized that the man had the thing planned from time.
Yeah. So what?
Because the man stepped up, man speaking Spanish like like his name's called El Trent.
When Andy if Andy Robinson ends up at Atletico Madrid now, and comes out speaking Spanish, are they going to give him the same
Somehow, I don't think he's going to be speaking fluent Spanish, right? The man was speaking fluent Spanish off the thing. Like
Big up Trent.
Now, big him up for that.
Big up yourself.
That means that the man, right,
Speak
from time,
Spanish.
knew he was going to. He knew from a long time, right? Because the man's a fluent Spanish, bro.
What does vamos
He's been working
mean?
that over a year.
What does vamos mean in
I think
Spanish?
that's bye, I think.
Isn't it?
What does vamos mean?
Vamos.
Bye?
That's like, no,
Go
vamos,
away.
like
Or go
it's sort
away.
of like a celebration type. Well, you know what I mean? That type of
No,
thing.
go away, like vamos. Go away.
No.
I think it's go away, something like that.
Vamos is like a celebratory type.
Anybody know Spanish in a production?
Yeah, I'll give you Vamos.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, but could he have not known it Spanish before though?
Exactly. That's my point. Like,
He could have learned it.
nobody
No,
knows if he
no,
knows
no.
Spanish
Exactly.
or not.
Nobody knows.
Not the way
Liverpool
he-
fans
Why
crying,
not? But why not though, Robbie?
disrespecting the man.
Nah.
You get me? Like,
Nah,
even
man.
AGT, we am a disrespect. Come
what
on,
did he say?
he's bitter. He sounds bitter. Like, come on, bro.
Listen, the way that rolled off the man's tongue, right? The man was
Good.
able to speak.
So
Yeah.
what?
No.
So what? When
Yeah,
players
Vamos means like, let's go. That's like a
Yeah.
celebratory
Okay.
type. Go on, like, let's go.
let's go, yeah.
Vamos.
Yeah.
But he didn't just say Vamos. The man was on big speech, man, in
Yeah.
fluent Spanish.
good,
Yeah, but
well done. Well
That means
done,
he's been
Trent.
planning from time.
Trent,
Possibly,
well
possibly.
done.
No, but
Speak
listen, if
Spanish.
it was Saka, right,
Yeah.
and we all season was going, Saka, you staying? The thing of that,
Mm.
right? And then you'd see him go to Madrid, and then next week you see him just reeling off Spanish.
Well done, man.
No, you wouldn't be saying well done.
Well done. I wish I could speak Spanish.
So do I.
You wouldn't be
Yeah,
saying
I
well
wish
done
I-
at all.
Big
You-
up,
You
big up.
wouldn't be saying well done.
Big up Trent.
Big up, Trent.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Sorry, but what I was going to say is that with that FC Marble, obviously other games, it's so interesting because they was doing the players were playing, and I actually played that game, so it's quite surreal, actually watching the people do it. You know, it was very.
Pick, stop.
What? Hold on, I know what he was going to say. You know.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you see, look at this troublemaker.
I'm not.
Look at this choice. See,
You know him know where she live?
no, who lives? Who's
know,
she?
I tell you that,
Who's
didn't
she? Well, who's she? Who's she?
Him knows that she live at Camden.
Who's she?
How does he
Who's
know
she?
that?
Who's she?
Who lives in Camden?
Oh my God! A lot of people. AGT comes from Camden.
But which woman live at
agency
Camden?
lives in Liverpool.
No, but he comes from Camden.
And he speaks Spanish.
Anyway, listen, the show is about to end. So, listen, Ty, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Yardi.
Robbie.
As I said, fixtures coming out this week. That will be here on AFTV. So look out for that fixture reveal. Also, as I said, a great bit of content out at the moment with us talking to the doctor about injuries as well. Make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching the show today. Once
thank you very
again,
much.
big up to Boohoo Man.
Big up.
Don't forget to use the code AFTV10 to get an additional 10% off of all of their clothing, including their unbelievable summer wear tie. Check it out right now. See you next week.
Peace. Joe Biden, you're a disgrace.